So this video today, it's going to be short and sweet. The Last Faith, the gothic Metroidvania that I've been psyched for personally ever since I discovered it over on a Steam Next Fest. It was, well, a disappointment on launch on the Switch with fluctuating frame rates and just some clear oversights. But now it's been patched, I was just incredibly eager to jump back in. Sadly, it is not good news. In fact, things have actually gotten worse, which was the last thing I expected. So yeah, let's get into this. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner. If you do enjoy the video today, subscribe, it helps out the channel a huge amount. So I won't rehash all of the details here. You want to know about the story, the gameplay, the things I did like, then visit my original video in the pinned comments. There I said it was problematic, but manageable. Well, it turns out now I was getting plenty of comments saying it's in real bad shape. So today I jumped back in and yeah, let's focus on the pros and the negatives of this latest update. So I'm going to be transparent with you all here. The good is a single thing. At launch, they had a code in the lower right of the screen. It appeared to be an indicator for the area of the map that you was currently traversing, but it was clearly for the developer's eyes only. And now that has been removed, making for something that at least visually feels like it's finished. That's really though where the good ends. Now my statements do still of course stand from the first video. Story is intriguing, visual design is stunning, but yeah, let's just kind of get into this. So first of all, audio has taken a hit. Occasionally now I'm noting crackles in the audio and almost distortion of sorts. Rare but apparent. There's sections where the audio goes silent briefly and that sucks. It's almost like part of the stutters because it's a world really that does demand atmosphere, just incredibly noticeable when the audio disappears. Then there's a new issue as well, and now load screens between locations, they weren't an issue before and a lot of them are still a couple of seconds long, but now they are not only in places longer, but a couple were so long, I actually feared the game had crashed. The highest I've encountered so far, it was around 20 seconds. That is a massive amount of time that seems to be attached to loading into larger areas of the map. You know, this isn't going to be a small world jumping between these locations. If you move into this location by mistake, you can look forward to another 10 seconds out, 20 seconds back in, and that's just not a way anybody wants to play. Now then, on that note, larger areas of the map as well, that's where the game struggled the most. It was inconsistent, targeting 60, rarely breaking 30 in, bigger sections. My original time of the game, it would hit as low as 20. Playing that footage in the background of this video right now for you all. Called it basically not great, but again, manageable if you only had the option to play on the Switch. And now I'm changing my complete tune with this new patch. There's a few moments where it's a little, what I'd say, more consistent, especially if you clear all of the enemies. Seems more attached to enemy count now rather than location size. But just take a look at this new footage. Not only do we have a somewhat similar frame rate performance, but now it is dropping as low as 10 to 15. The game is constantly stuttering as well. There's also constant freezing in spot. This makes a game that promises Souls-like combat with parrying and dodging just near impossible. It's also led to this new issue, and that is kind of what I feared in the original video. The delay in input now is completely noticeable. Here you'll basically see I'm constantly taking extra swings at enemies and I'm taking constant hits when I don't react quickly enough. Sadly, for this reason, the game is a complete-ified and save your cash. Play it on any other system where it is reported to be incredible and locked at a smoother 60. Now, there is one other issue. It's minor, but the pause menu, when you change from page to page, there's a more noticeable delay there too. One thing I have noticed over on Twitter is a lot of people complaining that back this on, I think it was Kickstarter, they haven't received their Switch codes yet, which kind of leaves me a little bit hopeful that they don't want to let these people down, so maybe they're working on some sort of massive patch, but it desperately needs it because this patch has done everything a patch shouldn't do. Honestly, it fixed a small label in the lower right of the screen, but it made just a lot of the big issues worse. Frame rate took a hit, audio just now has more problems, the menus are even laggier, and there's some smaller fixes that should have honestly been addressed, such as the incredibly laggy map system, which appears to have been just completely ignored. Surprised to be saying this, but like if the developers can't get it up to scratch on the Switch, can we at least get the old build back, please? Because yes, that was a problematic build of the game, but it could still be overcome in my opinion. So now if you are unfortunately playing this build, I'm sorry, but things have got a whole lot worse since my original video, and I hope to see them rectify it as soon as possible. I will be keeping my eye on this one. I'm excited for it, as I'm hopeful that people can kind of hear when I talk about this game, because I really want it on the go, so I will be keeping you updated. Now, did you check this one out? What has been your experience so far? Let me know in the comments. With that, subscribe. It would be seriously appreciated, helps the channel a huge amount, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.